The Expendables 3, directed by Patrick Hughes, is the third installment in the action-packed franchise that promises to deliver even more muscle, explosions, and iconic action stars. This time around, the film introduces a new generation of mercenaries, with younger stars like Kellen Lutz and Ronda Rousey joining the fold, while maintaining the core team of Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. With its focus on both the old and new guard, does The Expendables 3 live up to the explosive fun of its predecessors, or does it stumble in trying to modernize the formula? The hallmark of the Expendables franchise is its nostalgic throwback to the action films of the 80s, and The Expendables 3 does not disappoint in this regard. The film is packed with large-scale action sequences, including massive shootouts, high-speed chases, and plenty of explosions. However, in an attempt to appeal to a wider audience, the action here is toned down a bit, with less reliance on brutal hand-to-hand combat and more emphasis on big-budget, CGI-heavy spectacle. This shift makes the action feel less grounded than in the first two films, and while still entertaining, it doesn't have the raw, practical feel that made the earlier entries stand out. For fans who appreciate the grit of 80s action, this change might feel like a step backward. The villain in The Expendables 3 is Conrad Stonebanks, played by Mel Gibson, a former expendable who has gone rogue and now operates as a ruthless arms dealer. Stonebanks is a strong presence in the film, and Gibson brings a menacing, charismatic edge to the role. His performance stands out, and he offers a worthy antagonist for Stallone's Barney Ross. However, the plot, while functional, is fairly by the numbers. The Expendables are tasked with stopping Stonebanks, leading to a final showdown in which the team is forced to recruit younger, more tech-savvy mercenaries to take down the bad guy. While the story gives the franchise a bit of a fresh twist with the introduction of younger characters, it doesn't break any new ground in terms of creativity or depth. It's standard fare for the series, and the film's focus is more on action than the intricacies of the plot. The performances in The Expendables 3 are a mixed bag. Stallone returns as Barney Ross, and while his portrayal is solid, his character feels a bit tired in this entry. Jason Statham continues to shine as Lee Christmas, providing both action and humor. The biggest change comes with the addition of the new younger mercenaries, including Kellen Lutz, Ronda Rousey, and Glenn Powell. While their performances add some fresh energy to the team, they also feel somewhat out of place. The contrast between the grizzled veterans and the younger, more polished characters is apparent, and the film never fully embraces the dynamic between them. Mel Gibson, however, steals the show as Stonebanks, delivering a performance full of malice and swagger that makes him a compelling antagonist. The other returning stars, including Arnold Schwarzenegger, continue to deliver their usual one-liners and tough guy personas, which will undoubtedly please fans, but at times, it feels like they are going through the motions. While The Expendables 3 is certainly fun, it has its flaws. The most glaring issue is the shift in the action style. As mentioned, the reliance on CGI-heavy set pieces over practical effects makes the film feel less visceral than its predecessors. The introduction of younger characters, while offering a new dynamic, also detracts from the core appeal of the franchise, watching older, iconic action stars take center stage. The film's pacing also suffers, particularly in the middle section, which can feel like a slog between the action scenes. Additionally, some of the new characters, while bringing energy, don't get enough development to make them truly memorable. For the audience, The Expendables 3 comes across as a franchise trying to evolve while maintaining the old-school charm that made it so fun in the first place. The action is still big and loud, but it lacks the rawness of the earlier films, and the shift in tone may alienate some longtime fans. The film's focus on introducing younger stars is a clear attempt to bring in a new generation of viewers, but it doesn't always mesh well with the established group of action veterans. Ultimately, The Expendables 3 plays it safe, offering more of the same action and humor, but without taking the risks that could have elevated My final overall rating for Expendables 3, 6 out of 10.